Hey everybody, this is Regina coming back at you for your daily dose of movement. So for today, we're going to be using a very special prop, and that prop is, yes, you guessed it, I'm sitting in it, a chair, all right? So all you're going to need today is a chair, and this is especially important if you have been sitting in your chair a lot, doing work, if you've been looking down at your phone, sending messages. This is going to be the workout for you. So what we're going to do with that chair is do a fusion of Pilates and yoga. We're going to put those together and do a little flow and movement, a few exercises. Now, I don't want you to think just because it's a chair is going to be super easy, because when using props, it actually forces you to work a little bit harder. So just think about an instance where you're at home, you're working out by yourself, and you're just like, you know what, I don't feel like doing this, and you just turn off the video and you walk and you go get something to eat or you go get some water. Just think if there was a partner there or a prop there that was actually forcing you, in a sense, to do the work, making you put in a little bit more effort. So we have our chair, and this chair is going to require us to put in a little bit more effort, all right? So if you're sitting in your chair, that's great. Put the computer right in front of you, and let's do it. So yoga and Pilates are kind of like cousins. They're in the same family, they look alike, they may do some of the same things, but again, they do it in a completely opposite or different way. Pilates is going to use more of our core center, and it's about our core and how that relates to the more larger muscles in our body, okay? So Pilates is it's gonna work with our powerhouse, which is shoulder to shoulder, across the chest, all the way down to the hips, all right? And how these little tiny muscles, these big muscles, move in relation to using our power center, all right? So it's gonna help with spinal flexibility, side to side, twist forward and back. It's going to help with hip mobility. It's going to help with shoulder mobility, and it's also going to help to strengthen the core and strengthen the back. So Pilates is an excellent way to incorporate into yoga, whereas we know yoga uses the same things, but again, it's just a little bit different. All right, today we're going to work with Pilates breathing, which is just breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth, but as you breathe out, you're gonna engage those belly muscles, all right? Same thing as yoga, right? Just a little bit different, all right? So grab your chair and just follow along. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's start in our chair. So I want you to sit forward in the chair, right at the edge, nice and tall, and get the feet planted right on the ground. You got a 90-degree bend into the knees. You're sitting up nice and tall, and I just want you to breathe. Let's just start with some normal breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Not sure what your day has been like, but if it's been hectic, these breaths are going to help. So 3 more normal, natural breaths. And then we'll talk about that powerhouse. 2 more breaths. Last breath, regular, normal, natural. Good. Next, inhale. As you inhale, I want you to take 5 counts to inhale. As you inhale, I want you to expand everything in that powerhouse. So belly is going to expand. Diaphragm is going to expand. Ribs are going to expand. Imagine the sides of the body are expanding. Imagine the back body is expanding. Everything's expanding around you. And then as you exhale, bring everything back in. So feel the sides contract. Feel the belly contract. Feel that back body contract, and you'll sit up a little bit taller. All right? So inhale, breathe in. Expand the chest, expand the rib cage, expand the sides of the body, back body. And then exhale. Imagine everything pressing back into this nice compact space. Okay, let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. Continue to sit up nice and tall. Exhale out through the mouth. Feel everything compact. If you shift back into that yoga breath where you breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose, it's okay, because I just did it. Inhale through the nose, open. Exhale, mouth. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, breathe out. Yeah, continue to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, circle the fingers up towards the sky. Reach, 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 nice and tall. Good. Just like yoga, keep the spine in line, so try not to look up or look down. Now we're going to take a side bend with the exhale over to the right. Feel free to drop your hand and use the chair if you'd like. Good. Inhale and come back to the center. Exhale, take that side bend over to the left. Again, whatever version you'd like to see. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. We're going to drop the hands over to the right. Take a twist. Good. Keep the hips facing forward, hips and knees. Good. Inhale, reach back to the center. And exhale, just let those arms fall over to the left. Good. So now you should feel a twist in the upper back, upper spine. Good. Inhale, come back to the center. And then we're going to fold over the thighs into a seated forward fold.
Drop the chin. Feel the back of the neck. And we're going to roll up one vertebra at a time as you exhale and pull the belly in.
And then we're going to do that again just a little bit faster. Use your breath. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold.
Good. Inhale, slowly roll up. And then as you exhale, belly is into the spine. You're moving one vertebrae at a time. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. Remember to inhale, fill up that powerhouse. Exhale, compact everything in. Good. And that exhale with the breathing out through the mouth is kind of to force the breath out and force the belly in. Inhale, exhale. Roll up one more time with this. Inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing. Keep breathing in and out. It does not matter what the pace is. Just like yoga, you want to make sure that you are still breathing and not just moving without the breath, moving consciously. Slowly roll up. Now we're going to do some spinal flexion. I'm going to turn to the side just for a second. So whereas in a forward fold, we're talking about our hip flexion, I want to talk about spinal flexion. So the part of the spine that actually flexes up top is the thoracic spine. So if we talk about taking a back bend, we don't want to puff our hips forward or poke our chest out. We want to keep the belly in, ribs in, and just kind of do an extension from here. Make sure to take the head with you because that's a part of the spine. All right? And then we're going to flex the spine. Make sense? All right? So I'm just moving. My core is stabilized, and I'm moving the spine. I'll turn back to the front. Inhale is going to open up. Exhale, round into the spine. Keep the belly tight. Inhale, power center, fill up, exhale, belly into the spine. When the belly comes into the spine, it's going to be a support for you so that you can move freely in the upper back, all right? Let's stand, and I want to do that same thing. Inhale, reach. Good, side bend. Good, inhale. moving from the spine. So now we're doing a lateral spinal, right? Inhale, let the arms fall to the right. Now when you turn, when you let the arms fall, try not to let the hips go with it, right? Not like that. Try to just twist that upper back. Good, inhale. Inhale. Hip flexion, forward fold. I'll turn to the side. Take an inhale, exhale, belly in, roll up one vertebra at a time. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Yeah, side bend, again, whatever version you want to take. And also, when you do these side bends, you're working your obliques, you're working your core. So while you're stretching out, you're also working. Reach up, let the arms fall, twist. Inhale, twist. Good, forward fold, nice. Roll up, make sure the belly is engaged as you roll up. Move one vertebra at a time. Chin is gonna be the last thing to come up. All right, let's do that one more time. Reach, side bend. Good, reach, side bend. Good. All right, let the arms fall to the right. Inhale, back to the left. Good. Back bend, reach the arms. So same thing as we were seated. So when we back bend, we don't want to go into the lower back, lumbar spine. It doesn't flex. And when we're contracting that, we're actually hurting our back a little bit more. So we want to keep our belly engaged and lift up and then take a back bend right from the upper back. Open the chest up, right? Keep your belly in, keep your ribs in. And then what about that spinal forward flexion? Try not to shrug the shoulders. I see I just did. Good, open up. You can reach the arms if you want. Good, and then fold in. Good, how do you feel? Good, move the legs a little bit. They might be a little stiff. And now I do want you to take some circles. Just let the arms flap. Nice. Good. Come back to the center. I want you to take a step over to the right and then take a step back. So now we're on the side of our chair. I'm going to move my chair over just a tiny bit. Be at arm's length. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. So now we're going to take a side bend over to the left. Very good. And then come back to the center, come back down. All right. We're going to start with our right foot. It's on the outside, so I don't know what side you're on, but whatever side you're on, you want it to be the outside leg. Stand up nice and tall. You can put your hand on your hip, and I just want you to slide your right toe out, point it forward. So we're going to work with the hip flexors, again, in relation to how it lifts from the core. We're going to use the core to lift it as opposed to our whole body, right? So we're going to do some hip flexion and then some hip abduction and hip rotation, all right? So stand up nice and tall, toes pointed out. I want you to go ahead and lift the right leg up. Again, use the core. So you're going to be squeezing the belly, tap it down. Now slide the heel back, turn the knee out, hip rotation, knee rotation, out to the side. Foot is going to come onto your shin. So we got a tree pose here, right? Take a few breaths. Good. Bring the foot down, slide it down, rotate the hip forward again, point the toe and lift. Good. Bring the foot down, slide it up the shin, rotation open. So you're going to feel that. I was doing this morning and my hip was cracking. You might feel that if you haven't worked your hips in a long time. Good. Slide it down again, lift. Let's move a little bit faster. Slide, lift, and slide. So I don't want you to use your whole body, right? You're using the core to lift that leg and to rotate open. 4 more. And lift. Good. 3 more. Keep the belly tight. Keep breathing. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Standing leg is soft. Turn back to the front. Lift the leg. We're going to hold it. Point the toe. 2 more breaths. See if you can lift. Use the core. Good, bring it down, slide it, come into that tree pose. Stay with the hand on the chair. I do want you to use it as support because it's going to help you a little bit more. All right, so you might push the chair away so that you can stand up. If you're shifting into your hip, use the chair. Feel free to lift that other arm. Very good. Good. Slide down, bring the knee forward again. Now, we're going to do some hip rotations to make that hip work a little bit more. All right, so lift the knee up, open it out to the side, and you can grab the knee, stand up straight if you want. No, don't stand up straight if you want, stand up straight. I meant grab the knee if you want. Good. So we're gonna bring the knee down, circle it back, bring it up. You can open it, you can use your hand or not. Good. So lift it up, circle. Now when you turn out to the side, try not to turn your body like that. All right, so we're gonna lift, and I know you're feeling this in your standing leg, because I am. 2 more. Breathe in and out. Now let's go the opposite way. So knee is pointed this way. Excuse me, can we lift it out to the side? So lift up, rotate. Again, you might hear some crackling in there. That's okay. You're gonna feel the bones in that ASIS. A couple more. Nice. Very good. All right. Now, I want you to bring your feet to a dancer ballet position. Soles of the, or sorry, not the soles, the heels are together, but the toes are turned out. All right. So the guy, Joseph Pilates, who created Pilates, was involved in dance. So a lot of the movements are going to look dancey, like pointing the toes and plies and all those kind of things, which we're getting ready to do. So hold on to the chair, and I just want you to bend your knees. Make your knees go in the same direction as your toes. Good. Press through the heels, stand up. Now, slide the right toe out. Good. Shift the weight, and you're going to do another plie. Very good. Lift up, shift to the left, bring the toe back in. You're doing great. Shift out. Good. Shift in, plie, shift out, plie. Couple more times. You guys are doing great. Out. Very good. Nice job. All right, let's turn towards the chair. And I want you to bring your palms on the chair. Okay? Right leg, same leg, is going to lift behind you. So we're in a supported warrior 3. Now that you're supported, you don't have to worry about trying to balance because you're holding on. So get that leg up there. Good? All right. So you're going to lift the leg. Walk your hands forward just a little bit. Come up onto your left toes. Rock forward. Ah, you feel this in your shoulders. Bend your elbows. We got a little chaturanga. Do a push-up. Push up. Very good. Crunch that right knee into the chest. Around the spine. Got it? Back out to warrior 3. Come up on the toes. Ooh, bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Let's do that again. Lift that leg up. Come on the tippy toes. Come forward. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. Push up. Right? This is not easy. Let's back out. Let's do that one more time. I think 2 more times. Good. Lift it up. Come up. Oh! Yes! Crunch it in. Put the foot down. Good. Walk the feet back. Walk them back, walk them back, walk them back. Extend the arms, reach. Bring your head down, chest towards the thighs. Good. Nice stretch. Well-deserved stretch. Don't forget the breath. Inhale, expand everything. Exhale, contract. Good, come on up. Stay right here. Now take the left foot. Put it on top of the chair. Okay, hopefully you don't have a rolly chair, right? And then walk the foot just forward a little bit. And lean into that right hip flexor. Good, reach the arms up. And we got a lovely warrior in the chair. Good. Love it, love it. Good. Shift back, hold onto the chair, flex through the toes. Just give me a forward fold. Right over that front thigh, soft knee. Good, come on up. Plant the foot, warrior. Good, come on back. Flex the foot. Fold up. Let me do one more time. Good. Keep those hips shifting toward the center. Good. Come on up. Set the foot down. We're going to walk around the back to the back of the chair. Good. All right, so I'm going to move my chair up just a tiny bit so I can have some room to do the same. Now, push into the chair. Step back far enough. Push into the chair. Here, I'll turn to the side, actually, and make sure you can see. So step back. Push into the chair. Give me that back bend. So do you see how my ribs just went out? We don't want that. We want the ribs in. Push into the chair. Take that nice back bend. Good. Come on up. Nice. Let's do that again. And then come on up. All right, we're stepping to the other side of the chair. So now our left leg is on the outside. I'm gonna move my chair over just a tiny bit again. All right, remember, step away at arm's length, and we're just gonna have our feet hip distance, and we're gonna take that side stretch to the right. Very good. Bring that hand down. All right, so left toe this time is gonna point, excuse me. Good. So try to stand. I see it that I am shifting over to the right. So right, we want to make sure those hips are nice and even. So lift that leg. Good. If you feel like that left hip is dropping, lift it up. Good. Bring it down, slide it, open the knee so that we come into that tree pose. The knee is open. Make sure the hips are not going in that same direction, right? Good. Slide it down. Knee goes forward, toe up. Bring it down, back into that tree pose. Knee is open. Slide it down, lift. Good. Tree pose. Let's do that a couple more times. Keep breathing. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Good. Now we're going to hold it. So point the toe, lift the leg, right? Breathe. Good. Now tree pose. Again, hold on to the chair. Use it to push away. Use it to push that hip up if you need. Raise the left arm if you would like. Good. Very good. All right, let's do those hip rotations. So knee comes up, out to the side. Remember, you can hold it for just a second. You can hold it if you want to during the rotations. Bring it down, turn it forward, lift it up. Good. You don't lift it up. You let the core lift it up. Exhale, lift. Good. Watch those hips. Let's go in the opposite direction. Good. Couple more. Use the core to keep the hips stable. Come down. Good. Let's take that first position. Ballet position. Heels are together, toes are out. Let's take a plie. Good. Step out. Plie. Good. Step back together. Step out. Together. couple more. Good, last one. Good, all right. Let's turn towards the chair. Good, plant the hands in the chair. This time that left leg is gonna come up. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. Left leg comes up. Turn the hips down. Lift up on those right toes. Come forward. Bend the elbows. Keep them hugged in. Press up. Crunch. Good. Extend back out. Lift up. Onto the toes. Bend the elbows. Oh, push up. Good. Crunch. Let's do a couple more. That's a pretty hard push-up, right? Round it, one more. Good. Crunch it. Plant the feet. Walk back, walk back, walk back. Let's take that nice stretch. We're gonna stretch out the back. Come on up. Now walk a little bit closer. This time your left foot is going to plant on the chair. I'm sorry, your right foot, excuse me. Left hip is going to press in. Reach the arms. Wonderful warrior. Good, straighten out that right leg. Give me a nice fold. Lift up, reach, warrior, chair warrior, nice and strong. Pull back in. Okay, one more time, chair warrior, reach. Keep breathing. One more time, fold in. Set your foot down. Good. We're going to go back around to the back of the chair. Come back over to your, what side of the chair is this? This is the right side. Keep breathing so that you actually can get to your brain so you can think, all right? I'll move the chair over just a little bit. Now, let's think about those same hip rotations we did, but let's think about it in the shoulder. So I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see the rotation. Now, just like when we use our leg and we're using our back and we're using everything, just like when we did those rotations, we wanted to be gentle and just use the actual hip and not the rest of the body. We want to do the same with the shoulder. So if you're tight in the shoulder, you're going to do some shoulder rotations. So, and actually you can turn your chair to the side too. That'll be great and come behind it. All right, so raise the shoulder. So we want to breathe in, keep the belly in, keep the belly engaged because that's going to keep you stable. That's going to keep your back from moving. So reach that shoulder up, and then we're going to take it behind us. Now, if we're not engaged, this is what's going to happen. We're going to use the back. We're going to be compromising the shoulder, and we're not going to be honoring what kind of space the shoulder has. And then we're going to do the same thing going forward. We're going to use the back to get that shoulder over, okay? We don't want to use the back. We actually want to get that shoulder more flexible. So take a deep breath in. Blow it out, engage the core. So as we inhale, we're going to take the arm up. And I want you to honor your flexibility. Don't try to take it further than it can go, all right? Now try to take the shoulder behind you, the arm behind you. So it might be here, right? Because if you take it further and you start arching your back, that's too far, all right? So if it's here, totally cool with it, all right? But just as long as you can keep the shoulder forward, right? And take the arm behind you. So we don't want the shoulder opening out to help it either, okay? So we're gonna go inhale, Keep the shoulder forward, exhale. We're gonna take it behind us, okay? Now from behind, we're gonna bring it back. So these have to go really slow so that you, again, we want to honor where we are and not necessarily where we want to be. Because in order to get where we want to be, we have to honor where we are. All right? Good. Let's do one more. Good. Very good. Good? Can we do a rotation? Let's try that just a couple of times. Move as slow or as quickly as you need. You can even put your hand on your belly to keep yourself forward. You can keep your shoulder. You can keep your hand on your shoulder just so you can keep that shoulder forward. All right, opposite direction. Remember, don't swing, control it. Hopefully you're still breathing. I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time. So inhale is going to take you up. Exhale is going to bring it down. All right? So it might be a little bit different when you go to the back. All right? For me, it's a little bit tight. Okay? Very good. So you should feel that in your shoulder. Let's go to the other side. All right, change your chair, or you can just stay behind your chair, whatever you got. All right. First, inhale, exhale, powerhouse. Good. Reach the arm up. Keep everything forward, keep everything engaged, and exhale. So this side, tighter for me. So this is all I got. This is what I got. Okay, because if I go any further, I'm going to be using my back. All right? Now, who's to say that as you do this a couple of times, you're not going to be able to go back further today, right? But if it doesn't happen for you today, then don't worry about it. So again, this is where I am with this left shoulder. Good. And I'm going to bring it back forward. So we're going to do one more, and I'll show you what my rotations are going to look like because my shoulder is tight. Okay? One more time to the front. Now, so I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to go back to my point, and then from here, I'm going to rotate it around. Okay? Same thing. Good. Taking it back, and I'm going to rotate it out. But my shoulder is still forward, my belly is still in, and I'm going to bring it back forward. All right? So if that's your shoulder rotation, again, remember honoring where you are because you don't want to hurt yourself. You take your arm back too far, you might hurt yourself. All right? One more, and then let's do in the opposite direction. Good. So let's go down and back and around. Okay? Very good. Couple more. And this is all while keeping the hips stable, the core stable. And again, how you're moving your body in relation to your core. Because the core is where it all begins. You could not move your legs, your hips, unless we have a nice, strong, stable core. Okay? You might be able to, but it might be a little bit painful. All right? So let's come around, have a seat on our chair. Plant the feet, don't forget, plant the feet. Let's do a little shoulder shrugs, just because we work the shoulders a little bit. Good, let's inhale, reach up. And then let's take that twist over to the right. So this time we're gonna take the hand, left hand on the outside of the knee, and we're going to use it as a torque. Again, hips are going to stay forward, and you're going to twist and look over the right shoulder. Good, inhale, reach. Let's do the opposite side. Hold on to the back of the chair, press, and use that chair behind you to kind of open up the shoulder. Okay, come back to the center, reach. Bring the arms down by the sides. Scooch up a little bit further. Arms are going to be down by your sides. We're going to take some lateral spinal flexion. So we're flexing to the right and to the left. So what are we doing here? We are creating space in the left side. You're working the right obliques. Okay? So, we know it or not, working the obliques it involves lateral spinal flexion, not like this. Okay? We want to focus on it more because it's right there. Let's just do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, keep this hip down. 5, 4, and you'll feel it right in here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side. Reach first. So give me that stretch first. Feel, excuse me, feel this area concentrated. Feel the stretch on the right side. Good. Good. Come on up and let's reach. Reach. Again, if you find that you're reaching and your hip is lifting, come back, plant your butt cheek, and be stable. Yeah, you can close your eyes, breathe. You're gonna feel your back. You're gonna feel the stretch on the right side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Sit up nice and tall. Grab the back of your chair. Scooch to the edge. Puff your heart forward. Remember, keep the belly engaged. Puff your heart forward. Lift your chest. Good. Keep grabbing the chair. Now we're going to take that spinal flexion forward. So not the hips. Remember, that's why we want to use the chair. We don't want it to be a hip flexion. We want it to be a spinal flexion. Good. Come on up. Take this right leg. Extend it out. Come onto the heel. Alright, so you can't see my foot, but the foot is flexed. The heel is down, and the left knee is bent. We're going to reach to the inside of that left knee, and then we're going to reach down, hip flexion, reach down for the right shin or the foot or the ankle. And slowly come on up. Keep that leg out. We're going to take a twist again to the left. Okay, come back to the center. All right. Right knee is going to bend. Left leg is going to extend. Keep that knee soft. Don't forget, don't lock it out. Because if you lock it out, you have a chance of hurting that knee. So keep the foot flexed too, because the foot is going to protect the knee, which in turn is going to protect the hip. Hands come to the inside of that right knee. You're just going to take a hip flexion, forward fold. Reach for the shin or the ankle or the foot. Just round in. Good. Come on up. And let's take that twist over to the right. Back to the center. Bend both knees, plant the feet down. Let's inhale, circle, reach. Take a forward fold, fold out over the thighs. Drop the chin, round into the upper back. And slowly roll up. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale and reach, circle. Exhale, fold in over the thighs. One vertebra at a time, roll up. Exhale is going to help to stabilize the spine. One more time, reach up and then fold in. You can hang out here for as long as you want. Good. When you're ready, you're going to lift up halfway. So now your back is straight. Back is straight and it's right on the thighs. Now let's use the low back, pull the belly in to sit all the way up nice and tall. Good. How do we feel? Good. Shake it out. You can stand up, shake it out, shake your body out, and you're done. And go back to your work on your computer. But Think about the spine. Try not to look down. Maybe have your phone in front of you. I know that's really, really super weird, but it's going to help all in all with the overall health of your spine, all right? And if you feel like you've been sitting too much, stand up once in a while, walk around, and you'll be good, all right? So I will see you next time. Thank you so, so much for joining me, and have a great day.